Hello and welcome to another episode of TNTV. I'm your host Billy, coach of the Nottingham Forest Curse. Today we're here with our next week of the ICP off-season league. I believe this is week 6. This week we are up against Trexo and his Portland Tumburrs, that's the one. Trexo is currently set at 2 and 3. We're currently set at 3 and 2 after a couple of really solid weeks. Managed to take down Seth and Mario. Completely unexpected in wins there, but it has really put us back on track for playoff race. Like I said, Trexo is 2 and 3. We're 3 and 2. So this is very much a big playoff race kind of game. If we win this, then we go to 4 and 2, which puts us in really solid position as there is only 2 weeks left after this. So out of the last 3 weeks, 2 wins should secure us playoff. 1 win is iffy, but it's potential. But two wins is definitely optimal. So going into this matchup, I will pop up the matchup on your screen now. As you can see, Trexo, Mega, Alakazam, Clefable, Garchomp, Zarude, Volcanion, Escavalier, Nihilego, Tauros, Rotom Frost, and Hitmontop. A absolutely solid team in my opinion. The top 2, 4, 6, 7, top 7 are, well, just all of them are great. Very good hazard setters in, well, Rocks, Nihilego, T-Spikes, Nihilego, Rocks, Chomp, Rocks, Clefable, Rapid Spin, Hitmontop, Defog, Rotom Frost, and I believe that's it. But you've got your likes of Magic Guard on Clefable, so don't care about Rocks. You've got Magic Guards on Alakazam to Mega Evolve, so just don't care about Rocks. And Rotom Frost and Volcanion usually boots anyway, so don't care about Rocks. So hazards aren't that great going into this game, so spoilers, won't be bringing the hazards. But looking at this matchup, I have to be very careful because obviously when Alakazam Mega Evolves, it gets Trace, and I have some abilities that would be deadly for a Mega Alakazam, such as Beast Boost, Buzzwole, Solar Power, Mega Houndoom. Imagine a Mega Alakazam in the sun with Solar Power. No, not a fan of that. Infiltrated Dragapult if I bring sub or anything. Chlorophyll and Victory Bell. There's so much on my team that Mega Alakazam will want to trace, so got to be really careful of that. Hey, Analytic on Mechanizone. Imagine if it takes my Analytic and then I swap out. Jesus Christ, it'll hurt so much. So one thing I did notice from this matchup was that this Dragapult set actually looks rather fantastic. Sub, Thunderwave, Draco, and Hex. Speed is there for Tauros. I really don't need speed for anything else. His potential Scarfers are going to outspeed me even for max speed. Mega Alakazam's going to outspeed me anyway, so I'm literally just going to drop right down in my speed. I'm going to go modest just so I get the most bang for my buck, and then just chuck the rest in bulk. If we can get a sub and a Thunder Wave on things, for example, on a Clefable, if we can status Clefable and Hex it, depending on its set, it could be a 2-shot. Mega Alakazam doesn't take a Hex if it's status as well, so if we're behind a sub, fantastic. This is why we didn't want to give it Infiltrator, because we just don't want to go through our sub. Garchomp could be Scale Shot, which will break, which will be a problem if we're behind a sub, but if we're behind a sub, we've got Draco to just take that thing out. Zarude. Zarude's more difficult because of jungle healing, but wouldn't be surprised to see a Scarf set. I mean, let me just go through the expected 6. It's Mega Alakazam, Clefable, Garchomp, Zarude, Volcanion, Nihilego. That's the 6 I'm expecting for this game. Yeah, so just Thunderwave, Draco, Hex, solid for this game. Next up, we've got our win condition, which is Papu Papu, the Victory Bell, Life Orb, Soul Stance, Power Whip, Poison Jab, Sucker Punch. Basically, if we get to +2, anything that's just max HP, we do Oko. Mega Alakazam dies to any move if we're at +2. If it does trace our Chlorophyll, we have Sucker Punch, so that KOs it. I don't expect Mega Alakazam to run anything but offensive moves. I really feel like it needs the coverage. I think it needs a Psychic, it needs Dazzling Gleam, it needs Energy Ball and another move. Focus Blast, I reckon, for my Steel type. So yeah, I don't think it can afford to run a non-offensive move. So yeah, that's the plan. We literally outspeed Scarf Zarude. Yeah, we literally outspeed everything with the Sun Up because apart from Mega Alakazam, with chlorophyll, but that's not a problem with Sucker Punch. So in order to set that up, of course, we need Cocoa Bandicoot with the Ninetales with the Heat Rock, Memento, Toxic, Mystical Fire, Scorching Sands. Memento, just in case we do get that in a situation where I can click Memento, get into Papu Papu with plenty of turns of the Sun, live a hit, Swords Dance up, go for game. Toxic is great for the potential Volcanion switching because I really need that thing status in some way just so Dragapult can really do anything to it. Mystical Fire and Scorching Sands are really good coverage for this game. Mystical Fire just for making my switch-ins easier because obviously reducing their special attack. Scorching Sands fantastic for potentially snagging a burn if something wants to switch in, like what may I want to switch in? Nihilego maybe? I mean, it does super effective damage. It doesn't do a lot even though it's 4 times super effective because it's really Spadef and we're weak as fuck. But potential burn could be nice again just to help with the Dragapult. Next up we are going with the Cobra Berry Crunch Bandicoot, the Buzzwole. Now the reason I'm going Cobra Berry is because if it is, I don't think it will be, but if Trexo decides to bring the Life Orb, SD, Scale Shot, Earthquake, Garchomp and then chucks on Aerial Ace, if it gets set up in an SD and clicks Scale Shot and then Buzzwole, I get swept, 100% get swept by that set unless I'm Cobra Berry Buzzwole. So what this allows us to do with this set is we live a +2 Life Orb Aerial Ace from Garchomp. After one, the reason I've gone plus like this kind of attack and defense thing here is because basically this allows us, just by doing this, allows us to Oko a Garchomp, a non-invested Garchomp after one round of Life Orb. That's it, that's all I need. So it will give me a attack boost. I'd rather have the defense boost, but I really felt like just getting that guaranteed K on a Garchomp was worth it. So we'll have to see if it pays off. Again, we've got Toxic just to keep things status for the Dragapult, and we have Roost for just longevity. I'm not saying that word anymore. I can't say it. And then next up we've got Ripper with the Vaporeon, Wish, Raw, Toxic, Scold. Really tough matchup for Vaporeon this. So it does a very good job at taking hits, but obviously without Protect, we're going to get worn down quickly. Scold is good just for fishing for burns. It means things aren't free coming in apart from Volcanion, which we have Toxic for. And then just in case it's like a sub Volcanion, you know, let's say Volcanion comes in on my Vaporeon and then they want to click sub. As I go for Toxic, because Scold obviously is immune to that. ICP, I've got nothing that can break us up. So Raw is just make sure it gets the hell out of there. So we're not fucked up by a sub Volcanion, because I don't have a huge amount for Volcanion. I don't have much. This is like my best check to it defensively, and I don't have much to pressure it offensively. So it's really a problem. And then finally, I needed a Fairy switch in, and I needed a Psychic switch in. And my best answer to that was, in my opinion, Savali Steel. I preferred this over Magnezone, 1 for the speed it gave me this game, and 2 because it gave me Parting Shot, and Parting Shot was also really good for this game, just for pivoting around. If Clefable, you know, if I bring this in on a Clefable, it's got to switch out right, so I can click Parting Shot as maybe the Volcanion comes in. If I can Parting Shot a Volcanion, it makes it much easier for my team to come in and do something to it. Multi-attack's just a really good, I don't really need anything else. What this is going to be hitting, multi-attack does the job. It does quite a bit to Mega Alakazam, not too much, but it does quite a bit. I'm not sure if Oko is a Clefable, if it's like max Fizz Def, but it does a fuck ton, and they're not really doing much to us. Don't really touch Volcanion, but again, this thing's mainly just going to pass shit on anyway. And then we really smack an Lego, Rotom Frost, things like that. We had to go max HP, max Spadef for this, simply because it allowed us to live a Psychic into a Focus Blast from Mega Alakazam. Obviously we don't take 2 Focus Blasts, but nothing really takes 2 hits from Mega Alakazam, so this is kind of my best answer to it. But anywho, that is the team. Plan is to Toxic and status everything with these and just get around, get some hex damage off with this, and then hopefully sweep with Papu in the end. So fingers crossed we can get 3 wins on the bounce. That'd be fantastic going into week 7, which I will and I suppose I'll just see you there. So I hope you enjoy, and bye bye.